The other day my girlfriend sent me a DM, as she does about 4 or 5 times a day, and sent me a recipe for chocolate waffles. The waffles were featured on a channel called Dessert Tasty Recipes. But what really caught my eye was the fact that it was actually referring to this waffle as a healthy recipe, so it piqued my interest. So I went into MyFitnessPal, entered the recipe to see if that really held up. To my surprise, it actually did. And so today, I'm gonna go ahead and give this recipe a shot and see if it tastes as good as the macros are. Now that's enough talking, let's get to the recipe. For our ingredients, we're gonna need 1 banana, and I'm gonna be using about 100 grams because I feel like you should always measure out the exact amount of whatever it is you're baking. They didn't suggest 100 grams, they just said 1 banana, so we're gonna go ahead and experiment with 100 grams and see how that works out. We'll also need 2 whole eggs, a scoop of whey protein, and of course, some cacao powder. Okay, we don't need that much cacao powder. We'll only need about 3 tablespoons, but I have the entire bag and I figured it would look better for the shot. One thing I will say is I do love the fact that there's only 4 ingredients to this recipe. It makes it really easy and convenient to make, and it's kind of things that I already had lying around the house, so I didn't have to go shopping for it, but I'm able to make a recipe. Hopefully it tastes as good as the macros are, like I said before, but also hopefully it tastes good because it's convenient and I'm not always looking to go and grocery shop and have 100 ingredients like some of the recipes you'll find on YouTube and have all these dishes and things like that to wash and go through. So I'm excited to get into it and see what this recipe really has to offer. Step number 1, we're gonna take our banana and we're gonna smash it into a mixing bowl. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab 2 eggs and crack those into the bowl and mix it around, kind of like you would if you were making scrambled eggs. Then we'll simply grab our whey protein and our cacao powder. Again, this is going to be 3 tablespoons, and add that to our mixture. And as you would expect, you want your batter to be consistent the same way as you would if you were to make regular waffles. We're going to go ahead and spray down the waffle maker with some non-stick spray. Finally, we'll go ahead and add that into our waffle maker for about a minute or 2 until it's fully cooked. And to this recipe, I'm going to add sugar-free syrup and 0-calorie Walden Farms marshmallow fluff. Take a look at that. We've got 2 pretty good-sized waffles here, and I'm really excited to try this. It looks super good, smells super good, and I did give the batter a shot, and it tastes pretty damn good too. However, if you are going to eat the batter, keep in mind that raw eggs aren't necessarily the best thing to eat. They can contain salmonella, so I advise caution before digging into the batter. And in this meal, we have 440 calories, 32.8 carbs, 12.3 grams of fat, and 39.1 grams of protein. So definitely great macros, like I said before. I do want to mention that this doesn't taste super banana-y, if that's a thing, but if you do want more banana taste, you can always add more banana. However, keep in mind that it's going to increase the calories, so that's definitely something to consider, but since this is such a low-calorie recipe, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. So without further ado, let's get into the taste test. Before biting, I can say that this does feel very I can tell that I'm not cutting into a waffle, let's just say that. 3, 2, 1. Overall, this isn't terrible. I would say it's probably like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. And the reason why I would say that is because, first of all, when I'm saying 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, I'm making the number 5 kind of like average, what you would expect. Probably not great, but like regular ass health food. 6 or 7, we're talking like pretty good, definitely sweet, has a little edge to it, but not great. Not terrible, just not great. One thing I'll say here is the texture definitely doesn't have that texture of like a regular waffle, but despite that, it still has some good hints of like chocolate. The syrup and marshmallow fluff definitely help, And overall, I'm excited to finish eating this, but I'm definitely not going to be someone who prioritizes this as a meal moving forward. However, the macros are pretty great, and if I'm in a pinch, this isn't a bad option. However, feel free to give this recipe a shot for yourself, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Did it pan out for you? Did you enjoy it? Was it as good as you were hoping it was going to be, or is it worse? Let me know. And of course, I have to take a couple of seconds to just say thanks to everybody who's been watching these videos. My channel's been growing significantly since I started reposting a couple of months ago, and I really do appreciate everyone that's been subscribing or just viewing these videos. It means a lot to me. While I might not be the biggest YouTuber, I do love seeing the growth and the idea that I'm helping impact other people and providing some type of entertainment. So definitely means a lot to me that you clicked on this video and took the time out of your day to watch this. So with that said, if you enjoyed today's content, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And of course, I'll see you all in the next video. So today, I'm gonna go ahead and get this recipe as Dessert Tasty Recipes. The waffles were featured on a channel called Dessert Tasty Desserts. Fuck. The recipe was featured on a page called Dessert Recipe Tasties. Fuck.